Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. So this is part 8 video on the chapter of mensuration, where I will discuss about how to find the area and perimeter of a path constructed along a rectangular plot either inside or outside the plot, and I will solve 3 example problems based on the concept. If you have not watched the previous 7 parts video on this chapter of mensuration, then I strongly suggest and request that you please also watch those videos to maintain the continuity of your study on this chapter of mensuration. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 7 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, or if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started with the part 8 video on the chapter of mensuration. Okay, so we will discuss about how to find the perimeter and area of a path of a uniform width that is constructed along a rectangular plot, either either inside the rectangular plot or outside the rectangular plot. So let's first discuss when the path is constructed outside the plot. Okay, so let's quickly draw the diagram. So let's say this is the rectangular plot. And so let's give so this is the rectangular plot. Let's give it a name. Let's say the rectangular plot B, the rectangle, that is the figure of the plot B, ABCD. So this is the rectangle. So the plot, so ABCD is a rectangular plot where let the dimension of the rectangular plot will be let's say will be given. So let's say where length equals to, let's say, L, and breadth, that is the breadth B equals to B units and L units. I am not writing the units. So square rectangular plot of given of given dimension is we have of given dimension where the length is L and the breadth is B. Now let's say a path of uniform width means a path is constructed outside the this rectangular plot. So the path will look like something like this. So this is the path where uniform width means this is the width of the path. So let's say this width be x units. This also will be x units. Since the path is uniform, the width of the path is uniform along the around the rectangular plot. All the width will be of same width. Let it be x units. Let it be x units. So the path is having uniform width of x units. Now what is the we have to find the area and perimeter of the path. Now as you can see, the path the outer so the path has an outer boundary and an inner boundary. The outer boundary of the path is the rectangle P Q R S, and the inner boundary is of the path is ABCD, and also the boundary of the rectangular plot is ABCD. Now how do we find the area of the path and its perimeter? Okay, so area, as you can see, now first of all let's find out the dimensions of the figures. Okay, so we have if we want let's find out what will be the length and width length and breadth of the outer boundary of the path, that is PQRS. So PQ and PQ will be equal to PS, that is the length of the outer boundary of the path, will be equal to AD, will be equal to, as you can see, it will be length, that is the length of the rectangular plot, plus x on the right hand side plus x on the left hand side. So this is the length of the rectangle PQRS, or the outer boundary of the path. Also the width or the breadth, sorry, not PQ but PR and PS are the length of the outer boundary, that is the rectangle PQRS. Also the width or the breadth of the rectangle PQRS will be PQ is equal to SR, will be equal to the breadth of the rectangular plot, which is B, plus x on the top and x on the bottom. Okay. So basically we have the length of the rectangle PQRS is L plus twice x, and the breadth of the rectangle PQRS is B plus twice x. Now if you observe carefully, the area of the path, area of path will be equal to area of the outer boundary of the path, that is the rectangle, area of PQRS minus the area of the rectangular plot, area of which is ABCD. Now what is the area of PQRS? The area of PQRS will be L plus twice x, this is the length, multiplied by the breadth is B plus twice x, minus what is the area of the rectangular plot? It will be L into B. Now if you simplify this, if you multiply L plus 2x, if you simplify the product of L plus 2x and B plus 2x, it will be LB plus 2xB plus 2xL plus 4x square minus LB. LB minus LB will cancel out with LB, and we have 2xB plus 2xL plus 4x square. Now if I take 2x common, if I take x common, if I take x common from the first two terms, I get x multiplied by 2b plus 2l, and I have 4 plus 4 x square. So this is equal to, I can also take 2 common out, and this will be x multiplied by 2 into length plus breadth plus 4x square. Now what is 2 into length plus length L plus B? It is the perimeter of the rectangular plot. So this becomes x multiplied by perimeter of plot, and we have plus 4x square. So I am not trying to, please do not try to memorize this. If you can remember this, it is fine, but I am just trying to discuss how to apply the concept of how to find the area and perimeter of a path surrounding a rectangular plot by using basic geometrical calculation. And of course area of rectangle and perimeter and square will be applied. So you can see that the area of the path is equal to x multiplied by the perimeter of the rectangular plot plus 4x square, where x is the uniform width of the path. So if the to find the area of the path, all you need to know is the width of the uniform width of the path and the perimeter of the rectangular plot. Now, if you know the dimension of the rectangular plot L and B, then also you can find it. But it is not necessary to know the length and breadth separately. Even if you know the perimeter of the plot, you can also find the area of the path. So this was the area of the path. Okay. So the fundamental concept was that the area of the path will be the area of the rectangle PQRS. Now, what is this rectangle PQRS? It is the path, it is the rectangle formed or the rectangular region formed by the path along with the rectangular plot minus the area of the rectangular plot. Okay. Now, what will be the perimeter of the path? Oh, I have no space. What will be the perimeter of the path? Now, please note that the perimeter of the path, perimeter of the path is, the path is like a ring. The path is a kind of square ring. So the perimeter of the path will be it will be the perimeter of the outer boundary of the path, which is perimeter of the rectangle PQRS. It will be perimeter of PQRS, that is rectangle PQRS, plus the perimeter of ABCD, that is the rectangular plot. This is the perimeter of the path. Please be careful that the perimeter of the path is the perimeter of the rectangle PQRS plus the perimeter of the rectangular plot. So this will be equal to, what is the perimeter of the rectangle PQRS? It will be 2 into length plus breadth. Now, what is length? Length is L plus twice x, and what is breadth? Breadth is B plus twice x, and we have the perimeter of the rectangular plot, which is 2 into L plus B. Now, I do not have space, sorry, I will have to write it here. So this becomes equal to we have, this is equal to 2 into L plus B plus 4x plus 2 into L plus B. This is equal to, if you simplify this, it will be 4 into L plus B plus 8x, which is equal to 2 times the perimeter of the rectangular plot. 4 into L plus B is 2 multiplied by 2 into L plus B plus 8x, and 2 into L plus B is the perimeter of the plot plus 8x. So this becomes 2 into perimeter of plot plus 8x. So it is absolutely there is absolutely no need or necessary to remember this formula. I am just doing the calculation from the basic fundamentals of calculating the dimensions, and by observing the rectangles, you can also come to this. You can also derive this formula. So the perimeter of the path becomes 2 into perimeter of the rectangular plot plus 8x, where x is the uniform width of the path. Uniform width of the path. I will make a, I'm really sorry for my congested explanation. I will, as I have already prepared quick notes of concepts and formulas for the area and perimeter of square, rectangle, and the diagonal. I will also add these formulas to that note, so that it will be easy to refer the notes while solving a problem. So we see that the area of the path, when the path is outside along a rectangular path, along a rectangular plot, the area is x into 2 into L plus B plus 4x square, where L is the length of the rectangular plot, B is the breadth of the rectangular plot, and x is the uniform width of the path. So you can consider this as x multiplied by perimeter of the plot plus 4x square. So this was the area of the path, and the perimeter of the path is 2 into perimeter of plot plus 8x. Okay, so this was the result of area, or this was the calculation of area and perimeter when the path was around when the path was along a rectangular plot outside the plot. Now let's see what will be the results, or what will be the value of the area and perimeter of the path when it is inside the rectangular plot. Okay, so let's say this is the rectangular plot. Rectangular plot is ABCD, and let's say we are having so when the path is formed, constructed along this rectangular plot, along this rectangular plot inside, we will have this kind of figure. So now we are having, so now so in the previous case, when the path was constructed outside the plot, the rectangle formed was PQRS. PQRS was the outer boundary of the path, and this time when the path is constructed inside the plot, the outer boundary of the path is same as the outer boundary of the rectangular plot, but the inner boundary of the rectangular plot will be this rectangle PQRS, and we have this width, all this width, let's say Rx. So the path is having uniform width, so this will be x, this will be x units, and this will be x. Okay, so this time what will be the area of the path? So geometrically you can clearly understand that area of path this time will be equal to area of ABCD, that is the rectangular plot, area of ABCD minus the area of rectangle PQRS, which is the inner boundary of the path. Okay, now area of the, let's say the rectangular plot is of dimension, the length of the rectangular plot is small l, and the width of the rectangular plot is b. So the area of ABCD, that is the area of the rectangular plot, is LB minus what will be the area of PQRS. Now the length, consider the rectangle PQRS. Its length will be L minus, as you can see, PS is obtained by subtracting x from both the sides of the AD, that is both the sides from the length of the rectangular plot. So this time the length of the rectangle PQRS will be L minus 2x. Similarly, the breadth of the rectangle PQRS will be B minus twice x. This is because the path is having uniform width of x units. Now if we simplify this, this is LB minus, if I do the product of L minus 2x multiplied by L minus 2x and B minus 2x, it will be LB minus 2xB minus 2xL plus 4xs square. this is equal to LB. If I open up the brackets, LB plus 2XB plus twice XL minus 4XA square. So LB cancels out, and this is equal to 2XB plus 2XB plus 2XL minus 4XS square. This is equal to x multiplied by 2 multiplied by B plus L minus 4XS square. So this is nothing but x multiplied by, what is 2 into L, B plus L? It is perimeter of plot, perimeter of the rectangular plot, and we have minus 4x square. So the value of the area of the path becomes, this time it is the same as the previous one. In the previous one, the area was x into perimeter of plot plus 4x square, and this time when the path is inside the rectangular plot, the area becomes x into perimeter of the plot minus 4x square, Okay, so this was the area. Now what will be the perimeter of the path? Perimeter of the path this time will be the perimeter. What is the outer boundary of the path? It is the boundary of the rectangular plot, that is ABCD. So it will be perimeter of ABCD plus the perimeter of the inner boundary of the path, which is perimeter of the rectangle PQRS. Perimeter of PQRS. What is perimeter of the ABCD? It is the perimeter of the rectangular plot. So it is 2 multiplied by L plus B, and plus, what is perimeter of PQRS? It is 2 into the length of the PQRS is L minus 2x, and the breadth is B minus 2x. So this becomes 2LB plus 2, this will be L plus B minus 4x. This is equal to, sorry, this is not 2LB, sorry, this is 2 into L plus B. Okay, so this is equal to 2 into L plus B plus 2 into L plus B minus 8x. Now this is equal to 4 multiplied by L plus B minus 8x. This is equal to 2 into L plus B minus 8x, and this is equal to 2 into L plus B is the perimeter of the rectangular plot. So we have perimeter of plot minus 8x. So the result or formula of the perimeter of the path becomes 2 into perimeter of the plot minus 8x, where x is the uniform width of the path. So the formula is very similar. When the path is outside, is along the rectangular plot, and outside the area is the term 4x square, it is added in the area, and the term 8x, it is added in the perimeter. And when the width when the path is constructed inside the rectangular plot, then in the area you have the term 4x square subtracted, and also the term 8x subtracted. Now there is no need to remember this formula. If you can, it is fine. I just explained. If you it is enough, it is good enough if you can geometrically figure it out what will be the area of the path, as it is very simple. Okay. So these are the two concepts of finding the area and perimeter of a path when the path is constructed along a rectangular plot either inside or outside. Now let's solve 3 example problems based on this concept. Okay. The first problem says a rectangular lawn has x meter wide path constructed around it outside. So the path is outside the rectangular lawn. If the area of the path is a meter square, find the perimeter of the lawn. So let's quickly draw the diagram. So we have this is the, let's say this is the rectangular lawn, and we have the path constructed outside the lawn. So let's say this is the, after constructing the path, so this is the outer boundary. So ABCD, so we have A, B, C, D is the rectangular lawn, and the rectangle PQRS is the outer boundary of the path. Okay. So this width, the path is of x meter. The uniform width of the path is x meter. So these are all x meter. Okay. The area of the path is given to be a meter square. Okay. Then we have to find the perimeter of the lawn. We have to find the perimeter. Remember, we have to find the perimeter of the lawn. That is, we have to find the perimeter of the rectangle ABCD. Okay. So we know that the area of the path will be area of path is equal to area of PQRS minus area of ABCD. What is PQRS? PQRS is the outer boundary of the path. After the outer boundary of the path, since the path is outside the lawn, PQRS will be the outer boundary of the path. Okay. Now, what is area of PQRS? Its length will be, since the path is outside the rectangular lawn, the length of the rectangle PQRS will be the length of the lawn plus 2 into the width of the path. So it will be, let's say the width of the, let's say find the perimeter of the lawn. Okay, let's say the length of the lawn be, let length of lawn is equal to L and breadth of lawn PB. So the area of PQRS will be, its length will be L minus twice x multiplied by L minus B. The breadth of the rectangle PQRS will be B minus twice x. So this will be the area of the rectangle PQRS minus the area of the rectangle ABCD. Rectangle ABCD is nothing but the rectangular lawn. So it will be L into B, since we have assumed the length of the lawn to be L and breadth of the lawn to be B. So this is the same exact calculation we are doing while I was explaining how to find the area and perimeter of path when it is constructed outside the rectangular plot. Instead of applying the formula, directly, I am solving the problems from scratch, that is geometrically. Okay, if you do the product, this will be LB minus 2XB minus 2XL plus 4x square minus LB. this is equal to LB cancels out, and we have oh sorry, I did a mistake. The area of triangle PQ, the area of rectangle PQRS will be the length of the lawn plus twice x, and the breadth will also be plus twice x. I'm sorry. So this is this, and we have 2x L plus B plus 4x square. Okay. Now the question has asked to find the perimeter of the lawn. Now this is equal to 2. So this is 2x L plus B. So this is equal to x into 2 into L plus B is perimeter of the lawn. So let P be the perimeter of lawn. So this becomes x into P plus 4x square. So this is the area of the path. Px, where P is the perimeter of the lawn, plus 4x square. Now the area of the lawn is already given in the problem to be a meter square. So we must have Px plus 4x square is equal to A. So this implies what will be P? P will be equal to 4 minus x square divided by x. So P is 4, sorry, not 4, but A. P will be A minus 4x square whole divided by x. So this will be the perimeter of the lawn in terms of A and x, where x is the width of the path and A is given to be the area of the path, and the path was constructed outside the rectangular lawn. Okay, let's see the next problem. A rectangular grassy plot is x meter long and y meter wide. Okay, so the dimension of the rectangular plot is given. It has a q meter wide path constructed all around it inside. So the path is constructed inside the plot, and the path is having a uniform width of q meter. What is the cost of making the path at rupees 100 per 200 meter square if the perimeter of the plot is 3q meter? What is the cost of making the path at rupees 100 per 200 meter square if the perimeter of the plot is 3q meter? Perimeter of the plot is given to be 3q meter, and also the length and width is given. Okay. Now I will not. So we can see now, since the in this problem the path is constructed inside the rectangular plot, we will have area. Now I will apply the formula a little bit. So area of path, since the path is constructed inside the plot, we know that the area of the path will be x multiplied, where x is the uniform width of the path is given to be q meter. So it will be q multiplied by 2 multiplied by x plus y, where x and y are length and breadth of the rectangular plot is given, and we will have minus 4q square. Please try to remember that when the path was constructed inside the rectangular plot, the area of the path was x into perimeter of the plot minus 4x square, where x is the width of the path. So in this problem, the width of the path is given to be q, and the length and width of the rectangular plot is given as x meter and y meter. So the perimeter becomes 2 into perimeter of the plot becomes 2 into x plus y, and we have the width of the path as q. So this is the area of the path. Okay. Now, okay. Now we know that 2 into x plus y is the perimeter of the rectangular plot. So this will be equal to, which is given to be 3q meter. So this becomes 3q minus the area of the path is x into perimeter of the plot. Okay, so I think there is a mistake in the problem. If I do this, this is becoming 3q square minus 4q square. It is becoming minus q square. It is becoming negative. So this 3q meter, 3q is incorrectly given. I'm sorry, I was so I framed this question. So this 3q is incorrectly given. So please consider it as 5q. I'm sorry. Please consider as the perimeter of the plot is 5q meter. So then we will have over here 5q, because 2 into x plus y is nothing but the perimeter of the plot. So we have this 5q square minus 4q square, which is q square. So the area of the path is coming to be q square. Okay. Now it is asking what is the cost of making the path at rupees 100 per 200 meter square. Okay. So basically we know the area of the path is q square. This is actually this will be q square meter square, since all the units are given in meter. Okay. So now we have to find the cost of making the path, where we know that the area of the path is q square meter square, and the cost of making the path is the rate of cost of making the path is rupees 100 per 200 meter square. So it is given that the rate of making the path is given to be rupees 100 per 200 meter square. What does it mean? It means that cost of 200 meter square path is rupees, applying unitary method, is rupees given to be 100. So now what will be the cost of 1 meter square path? It will be rupees 100 by 200. Now what will be the cost of the area of the path we have found to be q square. So what will be the cost of q square meter square path? It will be equal to rupees 100 by 200 multiplied by q square, which is equal to rupees q square by 2. So rupees q square by 2 will be the cost of making the path. So the area of the path is q square meter square, and the rate of cost of making the path was given to be rupees 100 per 200 meter square. So we applied a unitary method and we have found what will be the cost of making the path of area q square meter square. Okay, let's see the next problem. A square room is surrounded by a veranda of uniform width of 1 meter outside the room. Okay, so we have a veranda of uniform width of 1 meter outside the room. Okay, and the room is a square. It is a square shaped room. That is, in this case, the rectangular plot is nothing but the square room. If the area of the veranda is a meter square, then find the length of the room. Okay, so now I am directly applying the formula, even though you must solve the problem from scratch geometrically. So we know that since the veranda is outside the room, we must have area of veranda will be equal to x will be equal to, we know, area of veranda will be equal to what is the width of the veranda, uniform width of the veranda, it is 1 meter. So it will be 1, that is x is 1, multiplied by the perimeter of room plus 4x square, 4x plus 4x square. The area when the path is outside the rectangular plot, we know the area is x multiplied by perimeter of plot plus 4x square, where x is the uniform width of the path. So in this problem, the path is nothing but the veranda and the uniform width is 1 meter. So x is 1. So 1 into perimeter of the room plus 4 into 1 square. 4x square is 1 square because x is 1. So this is equal to let's say this is equal to let's say perimeter of the room be p. So this is equal to p plus 4. P plus 4. Okay, this is equal to p plus 4. So this implies, now area, this must be p plus 4 meter square, where we are assuming let p is equal to perimeter of room. We are denoting p as the perimeter of the room. So p 1 into x into, so formula is x into perimeter of the plot. The perimeter of the plot means here perimeter of the room, and x is 1. So 1 into perimeter of the room plus 4 1 square. So which is p plus 4. This is meter square is the area of the veranda, and the which area of the veranda is also given to be a meter square. So we must have p plus 4 is equal to a. So this implies p perimeter is equal to a minus 4, this much meter. So the perimeter of the square room is a minus 4 meter. Now the question is asking find the length of the room. So if you consider let length of room be a meter. We know that the perimeter, you must already be familiar that the perimeter of square is 4 into side length of the square, or the side length of a square is perimeter by 4. So if you consider the length of the room be a meter, so this implies perimeter p will be equal to 4a meter. So this implies 4a should be equal to a minus 4. This implies a is equal to a minus 4 divided by 4. So this much meter. So the length of the room is a minus 4 by 4 meter. So this was 3 examples illustrating how we are applying the concept of finding the perimeter and area of a path constructed along a rectangular plot either inside or outside. Your concepts will be more clear when we will solve problems from the textbook of author, exercise problems from the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. So this was all about finding the area and perimeter of a path constructed along a rectangular plot either inside or outside. and in the next video I will discuss about how to find the area of a figure which is made up of area of a rectilinear figures which can be decomposed into rectangles and squares. So you will be given a figure, a rectilinear figure, a shaded area whose area or perimeter need to be calculated, and we have to decompose or divide that area or figure into rectangles and squares, and using the area of those rectangles and squares we have to eventually find the area of the shaded region. I will discuss those concepts in the next video. I hope so if this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I will end the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.